Man, well, that was definitely an interesting show. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cos. Welcome one and all to your official review for Clash in Italy. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome as always, man Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, my man, Cos Payton.
Hey, shit, man. Ready to get down with this?
Let's do this shit like Brutus.
Alright. Start things off, we have Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Now this match, this match was pretty good, they definitely brought it as hard as they brought it back during the King of the Ring tournament, I think.
Yes, sir.
They did. And I expect nothing less from either one of them, but a bit of controversy happened at the end of the match.
Yes, sir.
Where Cody Rhodes, he hit the crossroads on Gunther. And he pinned Gunther. However, Gunther's foot was underneath the rope. And the rules state that if any body part touches the ropes or is underneath the rope, the pinfall has to be stopped.
Exactly.
So more or less, Gunther got screwed because the ref didn't see it.
Exactly.
But this prolongs the feud, so Gunther's more than likely gonna get another shot at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, for real.
Moving on, we have Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the women's title. We had some nice action there. As usual, as what I expected, there was interference from Michin and BFAB, and then also Charlotte and Alexa also came to Rhea's aid.
Right.
But towards the end, Jade Cargill actually hit Jaded, but they were too close to the ropes, and Rhea put her foot out on the rope. But in the end, I'd say mainly because of the distractions, Rhea was able to hit the Riptide and win, and she's still women's champion. Now I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess this ends the feud for now. But once again, I did wish Jade won, but it's whatever. How about you, dog? You cool with this outcome?
Say again. It's crazy.
Now I'm saying, were you cool with Rhea retaining?
Oh yeah, yes sir. I mean the match, that was another good match, like how they did WrestleMania. Yes sir, this match is good. I'm cool with Rhea retaining. I would have been cool with either result, either my girl Rhea retaining or my girl Jade getting it back. But if my girl Jade were to get it back though, or whenever she gets her belt back, what I gotta say is they gotta utilize her better as a champion, because I know you'd agree with me, my boy, yo. When they made Jade as the champion, they only made her defend the belt like probably once or twice, and that was just bullshit.
Yeah, and because of that, people wouldn't stop bitching about her being champ and not defending it, and everything,
Exactly.
And I already hear enough shit about people saying she's a bad wrestler and whatnot, which I think is garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on.
Exactly.
Now this match, honestly, I think this match stole the show. Well, up until the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
Another good match between both of them.
Let me tell you something, man. My heart was fucking pumping throughout this whole match.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was already crazy from the get-go, in which, cause fucking Brock jumped over before the bell rang. Then once the bell did ring, freaking, he hit it during the match. Now, not in succession, but he did hit 5 F5s. 4 F5s. But, Oba kicked out all of them. Then, he locked in the Kimura, but Oba fought out of it. Man, this was dope. Where Oba tried to go for a choke slam. However, Brock countered it and hit him with another F5. So now that's 5 F5s. But even though he kicked out, he paid for it because they went out the ring, and then Brock hit another F5, that's 6, through the announce table. Then Brock actually waited in the ring, being cool, getting a count out victory. But I thought it was crazy that at 6, Oba got up like it was nothing.
For real.
But he paid for it because after enough of a struggle, Oba did get his flurry of offense in, to which then he attempted to go for a fall from grace. However, Brock jumped out of it, hit the F5, and Brock Lesnar wins. Now, first off, one thing I gotta say about that counter from the fall from grace, I'm surprised Brock didn't blow out his knee, because that was a bit of a drop that he jumped out of. But but to be fair, Brock's a freak of nature. So, but even still, the human body,
Yes, sir.
And then one thing I paid attention to was that as Brock was walking away, he said, 1 + 1, you're done, bitch. Which he's expressing the fact that their feud is 1-1. So, more than likely the rubber match, the final match, is gonna happen at SummerSlam, which more than likely will be Brock Lesnar's proper final hurrah, in which I fully expect Oba to win that. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, we had Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this match was pretty dope itself as well.
Yup.
Sol went for a move, but Becky countered it into an armbar. However, then Sol Ruka countered the counter into an STF.
Right.
Then there was another nice spot where Sol Ruka hit the X Factor on the top rope. Then there came another moment where Sol was doing too much and it almost cost her, because she tried to go for 450, but Becky caught her and hit her with the manhandle slam. But kick out. Then this was funny. We had a bit of copyright infringement in which Becky tried to go for the Soul Snatcher, but then Sol countered it and then hit her with the manhandle slam. Funny shit. But finally, the match ends where where Becky attempts to go for the manhandle slam, but Soul hits the Soul Snatcher, and Soul Ruka is the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Very well deserved. I gotta say, Soul Ruka, she's been doing her thug dizzle since day one, and ever since day one, she's constantly proven that she has the in-ring skills to go far in this business, in my opinion.
Right.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind her. I wouldn't mind them making her a double champion, like I did in NXT. But it is what it is. Now, in my opinion, I might be saying a little too much with this, but part of me feels this way, in which I thought that by doing this, Becky was passing the torch to Soul Ruka.
I see this match was good. And yeah, I see what you're saying exactly, for real.
Now don't get me wrong. Becky's far from retiring. I guarantee you that. But as far as looking towards the future, well, I feel she passed the torch to Soul Ruka.
Definitely.
Now, with all that fluff aside, it's time for the main event: Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat.
I just want to say,
wait.
The match is good. Another good match. What's up?
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to say, it was a good match, and the match also, and I wanted my boy Roman Reigns to win. I wanted my boy Roman Reigns to win, and he did it.
Yeah.
I wanted either my boy Roman Reigns or my boy Jacob Fatu, but my boy Roman Reigns won. Hell yeah.
Well, this match had some pretty crazy spots. Of course, Roman tried to spear Jacob, but Jacob countered with a super kick. Then he gave him the Tongan death grip. Then Roman actually neutralized Jacob's hand by smashing it with a toolbox. To which then he was like, "You can't do that shit now." I mean, no. He said, "You can't do shit with it now."
Exactly.
Then another spot that I thought was crazy, where Roman speared Jacob through the barricade. But if y'all were paying attention, that when he speared Jacob through the barricade, he actually took a security guard that was facing the opposite way. The security guards that prevent the fans from going over the barricade and interrupting.
Right.
Yeah. One of them got taken out from the spear, and honestly, he was sandwiched under the barricade.
Right. Exactly, he was.
Then honestly, I think Roman got pissed because he then ripped off the 3 of the turnbuckle pads, and like he straight up yanked them off.
Oh yeah.
Then he hit Jacob with 2 Superman punches in a row, but Jacob no-sold them both. To which then, I think this made Roman even angrier. To which then, he threw Jacob into the exposed turnbuckles. Then he tried to go for a spear, but Jacob uppercutted him by hitting him with a spear of his own. And then we had a bit of a throwback where Jacob hit his double jump moonsault, but when Roman kicked out, he low blowed Jacob during the kick out.
Really good.
Then towards the end, Jacob still tried to lock in the Tongan death grip, but because of what happened to his hand, it didn't have as much strength. He didn't have as much strength as he did before. So it didn't. So it wasn't doing as much, and it was easier for Roman to break out of it. So which he did, and smashed Jacob's head into the turnbuckles again. Then he speared Jacob through a table. Then he speared him one more time for good measure, and yeah, Roman won. Unfortunately. Then the Usos came down to celebrate with Roman. And then afterwards, Jay put the Ulafala on Roman. And then as Jacob was being forced to leave with Roman and the Usos, in the corner, we saw MFT. So obviously they are gonna probably have some kind of role in this storyline down the line. Either that, or they just purposely planted an MFT there just for wishful thinking. Either way, it is what it is.
Right, yes, sir. I mean, the match is good still, regardless, and that's even.
I wouldn't mind MFT getting involved in this, but I actually don't see a way they could get involved with this that would make sense. Only because, MFT, they're on SmackDown, and Roman, the Usos, and Jacob are on Raw. So, honestly, the only way they could naturally be inserted into this feud is if either Jacob or Roman and the Usos bring up Solo or talk about him or something like that. Then I can see MFT pulling up,
Yes, sir. So you're right. They buy it and stuff and all that go out. So hell yeah, let's do it.
Now overall, man, this pay-per-view was really good.
It really was. Hell yeah. Acknowledge my tribal chief, my boy Roman Reigns. Hell yeah, that match is good.
Fuck that. Acknowledge Solo Sikoa.
Oh, sure. Love him too, but
honestly, at this point, we probably saw Raw and all that shit. But, part of me thinks that MFT might start pulling up more. And what I'm thinking is that what's his face? That Solo might offer Jacob a way out to get away from Roman and the Usos. And before anybody hits me with the, oh no, he now works for Roman because of Tribal Combat. Yeah, I know that. But if y'all remember, Solo Sikoa faced Roman in Tribal Combat, and even though Solo lost, he didn't acknowledge Roman. He's not rolling with him.
Right.
So that's why I say all that.
Gotcha.
But honestly, given how Jacob is booked and shit, I guarantee Roman is gonna use Jacob as an enforcer or some shit. Like honestly, I think he's gonna use him in a sort of way like how Sami Callihan used Madman Fulton with OVE, where he was this unstoppable monster, and at the snap of a finger, he's there to take care of Roman's dirty work. But I think the thing that'll happen is that one day Jacob won't be able to take it anymore. He's gonna be like, fuck it, I ain't doing this shit no more, and then fully turns on the Usos and Roman.
Right.
But
Right.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But so until then, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Contracts. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man, as always, for coming through, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Hell yeah, you already know my man called Peyton.
Yep.
He'll be coming right back here, coming right at y'all with the predictions for WWE Night of Champions.
When's Night of Champions?
We'll be coming up with the predictions for that June 27th, brother.
I got you. And then before we sign out, I gotta say, bing bong.
You know what that means?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed this video, go hit the like button, comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, Struggle Vision Productions, it's the Hitman and the Humble Man. And if you see us coming, run.